welcome to Everything Fear, your one-stop shop for all things horror. I'm Kit Tinsley. I'm a horror author, film academic, and general horror geek. Today we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review of this week's big horror release, Smile. Smile is written and directed by Parker Fitt. This is his debut feature film after two successful shorts, The Hide Behind and Laura Hasn't Slept. It stars Saucy Bacon from Mayor of Easttown, Jesse T. Usher, best known as his role as A-Train on The Boys, and horror regular Kyle Gallen, who you may remember from Jennifer's Body, the 2010 Nightmare on Elm Street remake, and Ghosts of War, amongst many other horror films. Support comes from Cal Penn and Robin Wygant. When a young woman who's witnessed a horrific suicide is brought in for emergency psychiatric treatment, Dr. Rose Cotter, played by Bacon, is called in to try and help her. The girl believes that something evil is coming for her. Rose tries to convince her that this is all in her mind. The woman absolutely freaks out, but then suddenly calms and starts to smile, right before doing something terrible. Rose is traumatized by the incident and begins to see things. Suddenly, Rose finds herself in a race against time and a battle against her own past trauma in order to survive this. What did I like? A lot. That's the simple answer. This film manages to do so many things that I like in horror. There's creepiness and tension right from the start. Finn uses some disorientating camera angles and atonal music to create a sense of unease. There are some really violent and bloody scenes in this movie. It's really well paced, but at the same time, it has the emotional and psychological feel of more of the slow burn horrors of recent years. The cast, in particular Bacon, all give really great performances here. Bacon really does look like she is rapidly losing her mind throughout this film. There are several jump scares in Smile, and one of them is the best I've seen in a long time. Sort of up there with the Insidious lipstick demon behind Patrick Wilson jump scare. The cinematography and score are really good at setting the confused tone of someone who is losing their mind. In fact, over the end credits there's a piece of music, I suppose you could call it, that plays, that the only thing I can compare it to was once listening to a bit of audio that was supposed to show people what it was like to deal with schizophrenic auditory hallucinations. Yeah, that's the kind of level of music we're dealing with here. It's really unsettling. I will at some point do a deeper dive into this movie, as there's a lot to be said in here about mental health issues, suffering from them, treating them, and living with people with them. To fully cover that here though would mean going well into spoiler territory, so I'll save that for a later video. What didn't I like? Not much, to be honest. Apart from a few quick CGI shots that were a little weak, but luckily they were used very quickly and didn't detract from the story at all. The actual plot itself, the conceit that it's a curse passed from people to people, is not exactly original. I mean, it's been used in The Ring and It Follows, but it's effective here and done in a new and interesting way. The film is very dark and quite downbeat. Now, this isn't a problem for me, but if you're not into that kind of thing, you might not enjoy this as much as I did. If you're enjoying this video, if you could please subscribe, give us a like, and maybe tickle that bell icon to be notified when we upload future content, that would be great. Thank you.
I'm just really scared that something bad is going to happen. Rose.
So in conclusion, Smile is a rarity these days. It's a serious, well thought out, emotional movie with real scares, real violence and real gore. And the titular smiling is very, very creepy. Well, thank you for joining me, and until next time, stay scared and stay tuned.